Hi, my name is Michael Simmons, President and CEO at Bearing Cybersecurity and Consulting. Welcome to this brief video. Are you ready for the NYDFS 500? After several rounds of drafts, in 2017, the New York Department of Financial Services, NYDFS, passed its groundbreaking NYDFS Cybersecurity Regulation 23 NYDFS 500 law. The regulation is the first in the United States to require cybersecurity policies and protections from all covered financial institutions licensed in New York. And subsequently, 20 additional states either have or will be implementing cyber regulations similar to New York's. In short, the purpose of the regulation is to protect both the financial services industry and its consumers from the rising threat of cyber criminals and cyber attacks. The strict cybersecurity rules imposed on the covered institutions require each company to assess its risk profile and design a program that addresses its risk proactively. The intent is to eliminate just checking the box, but have a cyber program that is actively incorporated into the organization's operational processes. The regulation forces financial organizations to be more transparent and protective of the data they process and store in their systems. The regulation requires covered entities conduct regular security risk assessments, report any breaches to NYDFS within 72 hours, have oversight by a Chief Information Security Officer or third party, conduct third-party vendor cybersecurity assessments, and create, maintain, and test incident response plans, business continuity, disaster recovery plans, and more. The penalty for noncompliance is severe, such as losing your DFS license, fines up to $250,000 or 1% of your total assets. The regulation focuses on people, processes, and technology and consists of 16 categories, or what they call sections. Under people, there are 2 sections for a CISO oversight and cybersecurity training of technology personnel. Under processes, there are 12 sections, including establishing a cybersecurity program, policies, pen testing, vulnerability assessments, and maintaining audit trails. There are access privileges, application security, conducting risk assessments, and ensuring that third parties are compliant. And finally, there are data retention controls, training and monitoring, creating, maintaining, and testing incident response plans, and a requirement to send compliance forms to the DFS superintendent annually. Under technology, there is a requirement for multi-factor authentication and encrypting data at rest and in transit. Both people and technology are interwoven into processes so that a holistic cyber program is incorporated into your organizational DNA. So who needs to comply? The regulation applies to all financial institutions licensed in New York, including but not limited to banks, trust companies and credit unions, licensed lenders, foreign banks licensed to operate in New York, health insurers, investment companies, insurance and mortgage companies, service providers, money transmitters, and any other New York State regulated corporations. The regulation does have a limited number of exceptions to compliance. If the organization has produced less than $5 million in gross annual revenue from New York operations in each of the past 3 years, the organization has less than 10 employees, or if the organization holds less than $10 million in year-end total assets. But even if you are exempt, you still need to submit an exemption notification annually. The NYDFS 500 became law March 1st, 2017. Different sections were added for compliance, ending an 18-month transition period September 3, 2018. Final compliance is March 1st, 2019, incorporating third-party vendor assessments. At this point, all sections are required for compliance, ending a 2-year transition period. You know, the cybersecurity war can seem overwhelming, but we can help. At Bearing Cybersecurity and Consulting, our product, MyCyberScorecard, helps companies like yours mitigate your risks and keep you compliant with the NYDFS 500 regulation. We'll determine your security gaps and a path to cyber resilience. We'll also help you meet all the NYDFS regulatory compliance and filing requirements. And finally, we'll help you create, maintain, and update your policies and procedures. So let us help you with your NYDFS compliance by showing you how you can embed a cybersecurity program into your corporate DNA that is easy to use, grows as your business grows, and is very affordable. So act now. Schedule a no-obligation demo of MyCyberScorecard with me or one of our associates at meetme.so/MyCyberScorecard and see how we can help you and your organization achieve your cybersecurity goals and objectives in the fastest time possible and with predictability.